Okay, flight number 2. So I'm getting ready to leave here shortly. I'm going to be going out and doing my second Thursday flight with my flight instructor. And I'm looking forward to it. It's not nearly as windy today as it was last time, so I think we should be in a better place. I probably won't be as scared. And I'm hoping to avoid the whole G.I. Joe Kung Fu grip on the yoke, which was probably my biggest failure last time. So, about to get in the car, gonna head that way, and looking forward to it. Wish me luck. Alright, you ready? Alrighty.
Okay, so where were we? Right here. Flaps up, mixture, lean is required, so you did that. Yeah. The first thing you did was pull it out after it started, and you also brought this back down to 1,000, so. Okay, so parking brake set. So this
no, we'll just leave it where it is. We'll just hold the brakes.
Okay.
So then we go to the next page, right there. So we got...
Okay, so pre-taxi, ATIS AOS obtained if...
So we'll hit enter on this twice.
Okay.
Hit it one more time. There we go. So we want to listen, if we want to listen, this is the ASOS frequency. Mm-hmm. So it's also on this radio, so we can hit this button.
I see.
That will put, so we can hear that radio and we'll still monitor.
0.20, altimeter 3008 remarks. Density altitude 3,000.
What I was going to say is we could listen to it on this radio. Now we got the Unicom up there.
So now we're listening to it here?
Yeah.
Western Carolina Regional Airport. Automated weather observation 2016 Zulu. Weather. Wind. Calm. Visibility 10. Clear below 12,000. Temperature 28 Celsius. Dew point 20. Altimeter 3008. Remarks. Density altitude 3,500.
So that turns it off. Does that switch it?
Yep. So it's just like your stereo, so you can listen to like your CDs or whatever. You know, all it does is switches stuff from.
And this just controls COM 1, COM 2, COM 3.
Yeah, it goes COM 1 is this one, and COM 2 is this radio.
And COM 3 would be here if you had one.
We don't have a COM 3. But we got NAV 1, which is this. Then NAV 2 is that.
Oh, I see. Okay. Clever. Elevator trim set. So we need to get that, you said, along with this mark right here?
Yep.
And it kind of sort of is.
Looks like it's set, right?
Or is it too low?
That's about right. That's it. Remember how we did the controls?
Yeah. All the way left, pull all the way back. Look like controls to me. Yep. Okay, everything's moving. Where are we at here? Altimeter set, which we did.
We did it.
DG HSI set to match.
So it's on 100. So we'll put 100 on there.
100.
So east is 090. So you gotta push it in. There you go.
So way down here. How come it's so far off?
Oh,
the plane was.
Yeah, where it was when they stopped.
So what'd you say? 100?
Yep.
All right.
So we don't have a heading bag.
No.
We don't have a HSI. The radios are set. Transponder says standby. So we got no standby.
The transponder, so set, squawk, set to standby. So it is this one. It's set. When do you set it to alt? You told me that last time.
When we get down there, it's on the checklist to set to altitude. So parking brake release, brakes check, and this is just kind of what we look at that when we're taxiing out. We aren't going to worry too much about that right now. What it is saying, check this, make sure this spins, make this shows left and right turns, and the ball moves back and forth, and then the compass has fluid in there and it's moving freely.
Okay.
It's pretty much what you can kind of look at when you're...
All the stuff you got to do. All right.
You ready?
Yeah.
So we'll taxi down the end.
You want to go all the way that way?
Oh, yeah.
And where's the taxiway?
Oh, it's right there.
Okay. I believe you. Want me to hold on to this, or do you want me to put it?
You can put it right there, or put it in a little pocket or wherever.
Oh, I didn't know if we were done with it or not.
Until we get down there, we are.
Okay, well, I'll just put it right here then. All right, so give it a little gas and go, huh?
I'll just pull it back a little bit. You don't want to go fast. You don't try not to use the brakes. We'll just kind of go down there and then down.
All right, so just give it a little push. No one coming the other way. Oh, the center stripe, not this one.
Yeah.
What you looking at?
I was looking at that green one. I don't know if it's, I don't think it's a 182.
Am I going all the way?
All the way down.
Okay.
Try not to use the brakes. Just
But it's kind of turning to the right a little.
yeah, just use all the rudder. Like see the rudder do it
Oh, all right.
most of the time.
I just had my foot all the way to on the ground. I was just pushing. Kind of going downhill a little.
Yeah, I think we're more like uphill here.
Is this uphill?
Huh?
Is this uphill?
A little bit.
Can't tell. Yeah, so he was not keen on the Cirrus at all. He, I wonder, like I said, there's a lot of people that are they're polar, you know, either they like it or they hate it.
Yeah, people like them. I don't know.
Well, but if, like he said, if they're too small inside, then that's not going to work for me.
You didn't like that Bonanza though, huh?
No, it's not a bad plane. It's just I was bumping my head against the ceiling, you know.
Well, yeah, like you said, he's probably got his seat all the way up.
Yeah, all the way up, and he said he had an extra 2 inches of padding.
There you go. So his Commander and his Merlin?
He showed me the Commander, the Merlin. Is the Merlin the 3B or whatever it was?
Yeah, the big one.
Yeah, that's a nice plane.
Yeah.
That's a very nice plane. For takeoff, cabin doors and windows closed and locked. Closed and locked. See, this is the problem I was talking about. All right, fuel selector to both. It is prime and fuel lock position, which I already did. Elevator trim set, which we already did. Mixture rich at density altitude. Huh? So throttle to 1700. Huh? All right, here we go. Okay, magnetos check. So we're going to go left first, yeah? All right, and we're watching here. Yeah, it went down.
Go back to 2 now.
To right?
Yeah. Oh, too far.
Too far. That was my fault. Let's try that again. There we go. Okay. And flaps are up.
Yep.
Visually checking, they are up. Autopilot is off, haha. Pitot heat as required. We don't have pitot heat, right?
Yeah, we got it. We just don't need it.
Okay, landing lights and strobes on. That's this, right?
So we'll just leave them off.
Okay. Because you do that at night, though, right?
Yeah.
Takeoff, brief. We're taking off soon.
60 miles an hour. If something happens below 1,000 feet, we're going to land on the runway or straight ahead.
Okay.
Above 1,000 feet, we might try to come back.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready when you are.
Ready. Western Carolina says it's 086 departing 26 westbound Western Carolina.
All right. So we're done with this?
Yep.
Put that there. All right, so looking for airplanes. I don't see anybody. All right, ready when you are. Oop, hold on. All right. So I come to a complete stop or just go?
Just start bringing slowly, slowly pushing in the power.
All right. Feet on the ground. Okay.
A little bit of right rudder, just a tiny bit. See, it stops at left turning.
Yeah. Airspeed's coming up. I'm for more there. We're at 60 almost. Give it a little back pressure.
Hold it right there.
Oop.
And push forward a little bit. Now roll in some nose down trim.
Okay.
That way you don't have to hold so much. See?
Yeah.
I'll go over and see what it does. A little bit more. Just hold the nose there. There you go. Just come a little bit to the right.
I think I'm going too much here. Alrighty. And we're climbing.
We'll climb up to 3,500.
Okay. Nice calm day.
Yeah. Let's see how the ball's out a little bit.
Yeah.
So give it a little bit of right rudder. You just step on the ball. If it's this side, right foot, and if it's the other way, left foot.
Oh, okay.
But always when you're climbing out, you're going to get that left turning tendency.
Oh, okay. Because we're slipping to the right is what that's saying, right?
Well, what it is, I was going to go over that before we took off, but we were messing around so much I didn't have time to do it. When we get back, I'll go over it with you.
Okay.
What causes it? Now, if you lower your nose a little bit more, you'll get 80, 82, 85.
All right. Birds.
There's always birds out here.
Hopefully they'll stay the heck out of the way.
Yeah. Let's go right down the valley.
Good times. By the way, this is blowing right on the mic, so that might be what you're
You
hearing.
can turn it down if you want.
No, I kind of like it.
Oh, okay.
It's pleasant. So I don't know if it's bugging you. I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah, so you're always given a little bit of right rudder just due to right turn tendencies, right?
Only when you're like climbing,
Oh,
when you
okay.
get a higher angle of attack.
Oh, that's right. I remember reading that. It about the angle of attack. Okay. That other fellow that was out there with Charles was telling me I need a cub.
Either what?
The cub. That yellow cub they got in there.
Yeah.
He's like, if you get one of those, you can fly anything. I'm like, well, all right.
Yeah.
You want me to keep going that way?
Yeah, just stay right down the valley over the 4-lane.
Okay. There you go. You said 35? Is that what you wanted?
Yeah, 3,500.
A little bumpier up here.
Those clouds is coming off of that big one.
Yeah?
It's weird.
It's gonna rain over there. Now we're at 35. Pull a little power out of it.
I'll just leave the power in the green.
Oh, okay.
Right there.
Okay. We can just level it off and trim it.
I'll trim it. Still coming out,
a little
so
more.
yeah.
Not much. That's pretty good. Alright, well now we're going a little fast though.
That's okay.
Okay. Well, you said you want to keep around 80, I thought.
Oh no, that's just in the climb.
Oh, okay.
That's like DY is 82 miles an hour, which is best angle of a climb.
Right.
Gives you your most altitude for time.
Oh, okay. Alright, what you want to do now?
I'm just looking around. Okay, make a left turn. We'll head down the valley there.
Look at that construction area. Huge.
Oh yeah.
I mean, massive. It's nice out. Alright. Feels like it's still lifting a little on me. That's better. Although we're still coming up a little.
Okay, if we wanted to descend, pull the carburetor heat on.
All the way out?
Yep.
Okay.
Power back to 2000.
Okay.
Yeah, the nose just goes down on its own, so just let the nose drop.
Okay.
We'll descend down to 3000.
Okay.
If the nose wants to come back up, don't let it come back up.
Oh, okay. That could be trim.
You can retrim it if you want, or just leave it there.
Yeah, just leave it there and just control it. Not going down very fast.
There it is. When it gets back to 3000, go back to normal cruise.
Okay. So when they test you, do they actually say, now you have to descend to 3000 within the next X amount of time or something like that? I don't know.
What this is like just the basics. Any climbs, descents, turns, and level flight. Once you can do all those, you can do everything else. That's all the maneuvers are. It's just variation of those functions.
Right.
So like 50 feet before you get to 3000, just carburetor heat in and power back up.
Okay.
To like 2300.
So there.
Yeah, now let go of it. See, let go of it. Right back where it was, isn't it?
It blows my mind that I don't have to hold on to it.
Yeah, you can even kind of keep the wings level with your rudder, see?
Just by.
Okay, if you want to climb, you already got the carburetor heat in.
Right.
So just give it full power and bring the nose back up to that attitude, the climb attitude that we used when we took off. Just bring it right back up, right about there. And we'll climb back up to 3,500.
And do we want to try to get back to 82 is what we want to do?
It should slow right up to that.
Okay. So yeah, it kind of slows itself to that speed, like it knows. It's done this before.
So I'll just lower the nose,
Okay.
and then I'll just pull your power back a little bit.
About to.
It's already trimmed for this, see? There you go, let go of it.
So how far back do I? You said it's 23.
Yeah, 23. See? Pretty much.
Yeah, a little. Yeah.
A little bit.
That's easy.
Oh, it's an airplane. So head down that valley.
That way?
Yeah.
Oh, the valley or this?
The valley. We'll just stay in the valley. Okay, now we'll do a descending left turn.
Okay.
So carburetor heat on, power back to 2000. Let the nose drop and start your left turn. It's like a 30-degree bank right there.
Oh, okay. You want a 30 degree?
Yeah, that's 30 degrees. Left rudder and left aileron. Nose drops. See the nose drops?
Yeah.
So we have a little bit more load factor now, so we'll go down a little bit faster. And when you reach 3,000, just swing level and recover.
Okay.
Power back up. That's a big old house there.
Yeah, it's a huge house. People with lots of money.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and you said about 50 feet before.
There is the wings level. Power back up to 2300, and it'll...
Too much. There you go. And you want me to climb back up?
Okay, now we'll do a climbing left turn.
Oh, okay. What are you looking for?
I was looking for Charles's house. I think it's back over there. So just look, don't see anybody behind us or above us?
No, I was looking. No, sir. I think we're good.
So, full power, bring your nose up in the left bank.
Another 30?
Yep. Bring your nose up. Now this time you have to hold it a little bit. You know, you have to hold the back pressure in there, the nose will want to drop.
Okay.
Whew. See, once you get the bank in there, you can just neutralize it. Then you got to hold it there, see?
I see.
To keep the back pressure in there.
Not quite a pylon turn, huh?
Cactus 2046, 140,000.
That was loud.
There's somebody on the wrong frequency.
230 at normal speed, Cactus 2046.
Keep your nose up, see how your nose drop.
That's right.
You want it right where that position is for 85 or 82 miles an hour. See that?
Okay.
See what it is?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, there we are. So wings level. Bring your power back.
Too much. Learning this probably takes a little time.
Turn back. Make a right-hand turn back over this way.
What do you want me to see?
Huh?
What do you want me to see?
I just want to get back over in the valley.
Oh.
Just like head over towards the lake there.
Okay.
24, decimal 7, Cactus 2046.
Hold on.
So we're on 128 or are we on 119?
The white one, the highlighted one is the standby frequency.
Okay.
So the top one is 120,
128.8.
Be 122.8.
So we
There.
Oops.
I was a moron.
What happens?
Head like over in there, so just get away from these hills. So this is 64. This is Hayesville over here.
Oh, okay.
As soon as you get over here, you can do it. Get over in the valley, you can do a descending right turn to back down to 3,000.
Okay. It is nice being able to look out the window. I'll give it that.
That's why I like high wings. Whenever you're ready.
Oh, okay. And you said you want me to do a descent?
Yep. Carburetor heat on.
No, carburetor heat on.
Now we're back to 2,000. A descending right turn.
Traffic, Cessna 64303, 4 miles.
That's really loud. I need to turn that down a little.
Oh. How's that?
Thank you. Better.
Won't know until you hear something.
No. Hard to hear you, but you know.
Well, this is me. This is the intercom volume.
Oop, in, not out.
Yep.
Oh yeah, intercom volume was. I just needed that higher. I needed the other one lower.
Okay, you want it up higher?
No, you're fine. I can hear you fine now.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I turned it up a little bit. Can you still hear me? Wait a minute. Okay.
Yeah, I hear you. Now I hear me too.
Yeah, head over there and we'll do a climbing right turn.
A climbing right turn?
Yeah, just go right over the lake so we can get away from this hill right here.
Full power, right?
Yeah, just wait till we get over there.
Oh, okay.
Headed that way, away from this hill here.
Because it's bumpy?
Oh, just we don't want to run into it.
Definitely.
There's a golf course.
So now a climbing right turn?
Yep.
Alright, so you say carburetor heat on that one or no?
No, we don't use it. Just go on full power and bring the nose up and start your bank.
Okay. So full power, nose up, and start the bank.
Remember, this takes more right rudder. See how the ball slips out?
Yeah. And I gotta hold this back.
Yep.
Seems like really far.
It's not that much.
I know.
Take it back. See, your nose is dropping. See?
Oh.
You even started descending.
Oh, oops.
There you go. Go and skip to where you can see that pitch attitude.
Right.
With the horizon. It's up here, the horizon goes like that.
Yeah.
Good.
Houses, huh?
Oh, yeah. A lot of them.
We hate those people.
There's all those, I guess this is a campground, I guess.
That's what it looks like.
Okay, there you are, almost here, so wings level and we'll cover.
Okay. And power. Alright.
Let go of it, see if it's trapped. Pretty much. Yeah, I got the airplane.
Your airplane.
So we'll just turn back this way.
Yeah, it's really pretty down there.
There's a big house.
Some of these houses are enormous.
I know.
I mean, just look at that one. That one is massive.
Oh, God.
That's ridiculous. How much house do you need?
I mean, the dock's probably 50 grand.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point.
Look at that one.
Look at that. Yeah, yeah. Holy cow.
Okay.
All right.
So if I want to fly slower, I have to reduce the power to maintain this altitude. So,
Cruiser, you got your radio on?
I'm going to pull it back to like 2,000.
Okay.
Before the nose just dropped. Well, I don't want the nose to drop, because if I do that, then I'm going to descend. So I want to maintain my altitude.
Okay.
I got like 1,900 RPM, so now I'm doing 90, right?
Yeah.
But we know if we use that power setting, but this is without flaps, but we have to raise our pitch a little bit, or angle of attack to give us more lift.
Right.
Because we're flying at reduced power. So now we're doing it 80, right?
Yeah.
Right there. See?
So we're flying slower.
I'm flying at 80 miles an hour. You can see with the less air going over it, you don't have as good a control.
A little bit of play.
So if I wanted to go slower, pull the power back to 1,700. But if I want to stay at this altitude, I got to bring the pitch up a little bit more. Angle of attack. Now I'm doing 70. I'm just cruising along now.
Yeah.
See, once I got it trimmed, it just stays there. For the cover, remember I got a bunch of nose up trim. I'll bring the power back up to 2,300, sorry. See how the nose wants to come up?
Right.
So I got to be ready to hold the nose level.
To catch it.
Then just roll the trim out.
There you go.
Sports Cruiser, you got your radio on?
There that is. So head up, turn up that way, and I'll let you do it some.
Okay, so my plane?
Go to the plane.
Okay, here we go. Didn't want to run into that mountain over there, huh?
I'm staying away from them. That's good right there.
All right.
Okay, we want to slow up. Say you're looking for speeders on the road or something.
Yeah.
So carburetor heat in,
Okay.
power back to like 1,900,
1900.
1,900.
Okay.
That's good.
All right.
But we want to maintain our altitude, so bring the angle of attack or pitch up a little bit.
All right. And now,
So just bring it up right there, whatever it takes to keep us from descending. And we'll adjust the power back up to 1,900. Bring the pitch up a little bit more. Just use your control wheel to put the nose where you want it, then trim it there.
okay. How's that?
Good.
Still going, still.
A little bit more. See how the rudder, the ball is? So we just need more right rudder when we're doing this.
Okay.
Just being a downdraft. So we're doing 80, right?
Yeah.
So if we want to go slower, pull it back to like 1,700.
Oh yeah, I see it. The nose is going down. So.
And so you got to bring the nose up some more. So then we'll start descending. So just bring it up some more. Right there.
Oh, it's got to be pretty high.
Just hold it right there. Let go of it, see what it does. See?
It's coming down a little bit, but
Yeah,
not
but
much.
it doesn't take much. You can use your fingertips.
fingertips.
We're doing 70 miles an hour, but it takes more right rudder. See that?
Right.
That's what it does.
To the left row, isn't it?
What, the ball?
Yeah, the ball was.
Oh, it's out to the right. Watch it.
Oh, it's out to that. Okay.
So if you've got to push in on the right rudder just to the center of the ball.
Okay. That's the slip again, right?
Yes.
And
Well,
is-
no, it's not the slip. It's the left turning tendency when you're climbing like that. So,
Gyroscopic precession.
so you know, if you wanted to ever do like 70 miles an hour, you could go to this power setting, this pitch attitude that's going to give it to you. You wouldn't even have to look at it.
Okay.
So we're descending, so you might have to give it a little more power. Okay, so go ahead and recover. So carburetor heat in,
And then now
full power,
Full power,
or just up to 2,300.
go to 2,300, but we know we don't want the nose to go way up, so.
Yeah, just hold, you got to hold that pressure in there. Hold the nose down. Yep. Go. Those has come up a little bit, though.
Yeah. A little high.
Yeah, easy this is?
It's pretty easy. I should almost get one of these.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 182 is not a horrible idea, I guess.
Well, fly's pretty much like this, but the engine's a lot bigger. The stock is 230 horsepower.
What's this?
160.
You want me to go back that way?
No, this is fine. We'll kind of head back.
Oh, okay.
You can just stay at 3,000. So we'll just head right straight through there. See, just about everything we do is kind of geared to getting you to land the plane.
Right.
So you would fly slow in the pattern and everything. So you would pull the power back to 2200, but you would be descending, so you would raise the pitch attitude.
Makes sense. Yeah, I'm way more comfortable this time than I was last time. So I'm, you know.
Oh yeah.
Nose coming out just a little bit. There we go. Yeah, it's about trusting the plane. That's a lot of it. I was telling my wife about that. It's with you know, my motorcycle. It took me probably 2 years before I really trusted it. You know what I mean? And now I trust it implicitly. I could ride it, you know, in my sleep almost. Although it's dangerous, I don't recommend it. And I'm not doing the ninja death grip on the yoke like I was last time.
That's the whole idea, is to be smooth on the controls.
Yeah.
And just small corrections, you know. If it's doing something, you stop whatever it's doing, then correct whatever you have to go.
Yeah, it's also really nice out. You know what I mean? It's not.
We'll listen and see what.
Sure. Uh-oh.
Carolina Regional Airport. Automatic for observation. 057 Zulu. Weather. Wind 040 at 4. Visibility 104,100. Gas temperature 2 8 Celsius. 2.20. Altimeter 300. Density altitude 3,400.
300 what? I didn't hear what he said the altimeter was.
Western Carolina Regional Airport. Automated weather observation 205 Zulu. Weather 040 at 4. Visibility 104,800. Gas temperature 2 8 Celsius. 0.20. Altimeter 300. Remark. Density altitude
3,008.
400.
So we'll just kind of start our turn and go through here.
Where we're going?
Yep.
Okay, I was looking for the road. Or is
Oh, the 4-lane?
yeah, the four.
That's up there.
That's over there. Now, what is this road right? Is this 64?
Good weather.
Yep, that's the hospital. There's a hospital.
Zulu. Weather.
I know that's moved there.
0 at 3. Visit.
That's moved there. When you see those trailer parks, this is Peachtree.
Okay.
That's 141.
Okay.
Western Carolina, SS to 086. 8 miles south inbound Western Carolina.
And you know we're 8 miles south because you know this area.
Yeah.
Now normally that you'd have it on here.
Yeah.
Okay. Hopefully that doesn't cost you an arm and a leg to fix.
Hopefully it's just the antenna or something.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think an antenna would go bad though.
Well, if somebody hit, you know, landed hard, maybe unscrewed or, you know, came out or something.
Yeah, I mean the cable might have come undone.
Very good. My TCAS is saying you're a half mile in back of me.
TCAS says we're half a mile in back of him. Is he talking to us?
I don't know who it was. We're using runway 8 now.
Niner, Zulu, weather. Top, stability, 10, 8,000 feet. 20, altimeter, 3008, remark. Density altitude, 3,400. Western Carolina Regional Airport. Automated weather observation. 2100 Zulu weather. Wind calm.
We'll just go right through there.
And I'm seeing like a lip just on the other side of it. Is that where the road is?
Yep.
Okay. And it comes over, that's it right there.
There is a road there.
Yeah, okay. Now I know where I am at least. Everything looks different from the air. I was telling the wife about that. We were trying to find a house. Yeah, I wish your GPS worked.
It will.
Yeah.
When I get it fixed.
Profound.
Automated weather observation. 2101 Zulu weather. Wind calm.
So can you see the end of the runway there where we took off from? So just kind of head for that. That's like a 45-degree entry.
Oh, so you want me to go ahead and head towards it? Oh, and then we're going to turn right a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
A pre-landing checklist. There's gas on both, mixture rich, carburetor heat on.
Okay.
And we'll pull the power back to 2,200.
Now?
Yep. And we'll descend down to 2,700.
All right. So it should do it on its own.
Yep.
$2,700, you said? Okay. Looking for other traffic. Man, from here that runway looks small. At which point do you start going parallel?
Right here.
Right here?
Yeah, try to stay right up against this little ridge here.
Okay.
Western Carolina says to 086, left downwind 26, Western Carolina.
How does that work when there's no wind? What's downwind?
Whatever runway we're going to land this way, so we're downwind.
Oh, we told them to, so
Yep.
we told them which
So
way.
bring your nose up. Keep your from descending anymore.
Okay.
We don't want to go faster because we got to slow up.
Oh, right.
But you can adjust your power to 2,200.
Okay. You looking for people?
Yeah.
No one on the ramp. No one on the ramp.
Somebody down there.
Is it?
Yeah.
What, a person?
Yeah.
Just walking or climbing or
I
what?
don't know what he's doing there. Okay, so we're being the numbers, so you can pull the power back to 1,500. Bring your nose up. Now adjust it so it's at 1,500.
Okay.
Now push down the flaps and count to 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, there's 80 miles an hour, so now we're going to lower the nose for 80. I know we haven't done this yet, but we can do it now.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Now adjust your power to 1,500.
Okay.
Now we're set. Now we look back.
Yeah.
We're just about see McDonald's?
No, but I believe. Oh yes.
See the house? See that house on the ridge there?
Yeah, I got it.
We'll just turn and head towards that.
Okay.
Keep your nose. See this power setting. This nose attitude or pitch attitude is going to give you 80 miles an hour. See how your nose is coming up and you're slowing up?
So keep it down a little.
Yeah, and keep your nose going.
So we actually want
your bank going.
Oh, sorry. There's a lot going on.
Yeah. All right, wings level.
Wings level, okay.
So look, we look good. I don't see anybody out here on final.
No.
Western Carolina, Cessna 086, left base 26, Western Carolina.
Okay.
So now we'll start a turn to final.
Okay. Turn to final.
Western Carolina, Cessna 086, final 26, Western Carolina.
Should I be making this turn a shallow turn like this, or?
That's fine, whatever it takes to get there. I mean, you don't want to do real steep,
Right.
Going slow. Okay. So now we'll pull the power back to like 1300. Right there.
Right there?
Now lower the rest of your flaps.
Lowering the rest of the flaps. They are at 40 degrees. Oh my God, it's like driving a truck.
Yeah. Now just keep your nose right there.
Okay. Seems like we're high. Is that not the case?
We'll get down. Because when we put our flaps all the way out, it increases our angle.
Right.
Or we'll descend more than we are go forward.
Are you gonna
see? We're doing 70 now.
You should take the plane.
No, just follow me. Follow it too. All right.
There's a helicopter ahead of us on the runway.
Where?
Right above the runway.
Oh, okay. He's off the second side. Hold the nose. Bring the nose up. Just hold it there.
Okay.
Pull.
Oh.
And you're on the ground.
Okay. And then brakes? Oh.
No, just let it roll.
Okay.
We're in no hurry. And like come back on the yoke. Keep weight off the nose wheel.
Oh, I see.
We'll just see what he's doing. We'll go down the next taxiway.
Okay.
There's a taxiway right here.
Okay. And so, are you intentionally dragging us that way?
Just start tapping the brakes. Just do it evenly. If you don't, it goes like that.
Right. Whew, man, it's hot.
Now you can give it a little bit of gas and go that way. See, it's not hard.
No, it's not.
You ran it, didn't even know it.
All right. So, at the end of day 2. I say day 2. It's been many days, but the end of the second day of flying, and I had a great time. The video footage, which at this point you've probably watched, or who knows, should show that, one, it was a heck of a lot smoother flight. I mean, way smoother. The air was very calm, and there was a very minor amount of buffeting once you got to altitude, but it was so minor it's not worth mentioning at all. And I had a good time. I had fun. I flew everything, to include the landing this time. He was there. He was keeping positive control on the plane as I was landing. So I felt like he was actually landing it, but he told me, he says, no, you did it. You did the whole thing. You did everything yourself. And you probably heard that in the video. So, yeah, very cool. Now, we found out when we landed that another pilot wrecked his plane at the end of the runway. Apparently, it's a little experimental aircraft, home-built experimental. He spent the entire 5,500 feet taking off, didn't have enough power, but kept going instead of actually trying to get it, he was trying to get it in the air when he had no business to, apparently. And it quit on him. And he went into the ground, and in a cornfield over here. He walked away from it. He was fine. In fact, they all know him here at the airport, and they said more than anything, he was just embarrassed as hell. And so he's off hiding down in a hangar. And I understand I'd be embarrassed too. But yeah, that's everyone's biggest fear, right? Is wrecking your airplane. Don't do that. That's no good. So, I hope he's okay. Lots of people talking. Several different sheriff are here doing their thing, and yeah, that's kind of scary. So now I'm on my way home. I had a good time, but that's a very real situation when you run off the end of the runway and you hit the ground. I never felt in danger. That was the other thing. In fact, more so this time than last time, I felt 100% safe, which was awesome. That made me feel really good. Last time afterwards, I kind of was thinking about it, and I was kind of about it. But now it was great. I spoke to a fella who he's probably worth half $1 billion based on everything he owned. And he had some really big planes. So one of my things that I'm struggling with is my size, right? I'm 6'2", I'm broad in the chest, I'm fat, I weigh 280 pounds, fully dressed and everything. And that's not small, So, I need to find a plane that I can fit in. And the Cessna 172 is a little bit of a small plane. It's not huge, right? It's a little tight. I call those the dude canoe, right? You're right there next to each other rowing. It's kind of a dumb name, but anyways. So that's the problem with Cessna 172. This fellow that I talked to, Mr. West, he took me down and put me in he's got 5 planes at this field alone, and he let me get into several of them. One of them was the Bonanza, and it was a good-sized plane, nice and big. I don't know that it was a lot wider than, than the Cessna, but maybe a little. This is the 172 rather, maybe a little. Nice plane, very nice aircraft. You can tell that it's a nice machine. And I bet you that one was I think he said it was a 67 or a 77. I'm not sure which. It's an older one, so a newer one would probably have a little bit more room. So it's something to consider. The other planes he let me get into, there's no way in hell I could afford. These were $1 million plus aircraft. One of them was a giant Merlin, I think he said it was, 3AB or something like that. Beautiful aircraft, holy cow! But it's such a big aircraft, I could walk under it, and it would just brush my hair. So big plane. He said he could fly to California in that airplane from here in North Carolina in 5 hours. He said a Cessna Citation, which is a jet, could take off from this airfield at the same time he took off, and he'd beat him to California. Just because the Citation 1 is slow and 2 has to stop for gas along the way where he doesn't. But that same trip would cost him $1,200 in just gas. So that's about operation cost at that point. It was cool. His advice to me was to get a 182, Cessna 182. I don't know. Part of me doesn't hate the idea. Part of me thinks it's meh. I'm not super excited about the 182. It's a good plane. I'm not bashing it. Cessna makes a wonderful product. But I don't know. I'd have to really think about that. I like the idea of some of the LSAs that are out there, or a Diamond, like a little Diamond DA-20, or even a 40 if I can afford one. But again, it's about mission. Being able to fly back and forth to Texas in a DA-20 or that LSA that I was looking at, that would take forever, right? I mean, we're talking about 9 or 10 hours. That's just not tenable. So, I don't know. We'll have to really think long and hard about this. But I did have a good time. It was a lot of fun. Probably going to keep doing it too.